Here we go. You hope I have these names correct? I do have these names correct. We're going to be seeing another Robin Ditto here in the losers semi-finals of Final Emblem 11. Very interesting to see how this goes. The couple Robin Dittos here in the top 8 loser side. Okay, jab, gonna be pretty unsafe on shield. Not drop shield, dash grab safe though. Drop shield is a very, very slow response. So just to give you guys an idea of like the frame data. So a normal shield, like your average shield grab on shield is like a frame 10 or frame 11 response. If you drop shield, it takes 11 frames just by itself. So if you're doing shield drop into dash grab, it's gonna take a lot longer, like 11 plus the start of dash grab. Oh no, didn't get the ledge there, but wow. Robin recovery, though. That actually goes pretty high. Not having a hitbox on the way up, only below them, does make it kind of vulnerable, but there's definitely something to be said about the distance that they get whenever they set up B. Let's just not talk about the fact that they can run out of it. It can be pretty painful. Good falling neutral air, control that center space upside down. Handling the corner pressure pretty well. Or now getting into center chase themselves, but getting clipped by that 11-4 there. It's going to be so important how you move in this matchup. It's pretty difficult as most characters to just like blindly jump at Robin because they have pretty big buttons, and that's not going to change whenever you're Robin yourself, because while you have big buttons yourself, like you still move pretty slow, and it's still going to be easier for the person on defense to react to you jumping at them rather than jumping into their space. Yeah, only 4 seconds to recover is pretty nice for the recovery. There are situations, though, where you can have, like, only 1 tick left, and then you only do 1 jump and then the up B, which can be pretty painful. Nice L Thunder 2. I should say L Thunder. Thunder 2, neutral B 2, whatever you want to call it. Let's get up attack there, just barely delaying enough to not get clipped by the side B on shield. Arc fire. Nice patience, though. Ooh, just barely surviving the forward air trade. And that range on down smash. I don't know if that would kill at that percent, but still pretty scary. And that 11 forward air definitely gonna kill. Doesn't matter that your center stage percent's nearly even. 2-4, just down 20.7%. Neutral air. Upside down. Maintaining position fairly well. Fire going back and forth. These two throwing napalm at each other. Harassment with the neutral B. Got a level 2 charged up now, but man, thinking that's so important. Like, there's so many things you have to keep track of as as a Robin player, rather. So many things that can like go wrong if you're not paying attention to what resources you have left and what resources you don't. But it is so important. Like, if you try to throw a side B whenever you don't have any side Bs to throw, it is a free opening for your opponent, because it is just as much lag as a normal side B, though, which is honestly kind of laggy. Also laggy, that get up attack gonna get punished by the back air. Killed at a clean like 90% too. Very, very painful. And nice spacing from 2-4. Yep, that fade back neutral air. Pretty safe on shield. Ooh, nice. And then the tech chase, too, with the 11 sword throw. D4's been pretty good about that. Pretty good at utilizing the items that drop after their resources run out. Yep, knew that the side B was a little bit short there, so knew that he could just back up. Zone from there. Excellent air dodge as well. Unsafe, but upside down, not able to find the punish on that. That's the scary thing, too, is the rapid jab does actually use up the up B L wind. Oh, nice throw on this sword, get the snipe. That stock down. Now we are down to even stocks here. Again, this will be 3 out of 5 because this is I believe this is 3 out of 5. Oh no, this is loser semi, so this is 2 out of 3. This will be a 2 out of 3 set. Yep. Again, a little bit too slow. The forward air out of shield should probably be the punish there. Dash grab a little bit too slow with the shield drop frames. Harassment catches the sword as well. Quick strings. A little bit of a charge there to fake his opponent out. Okay, And good dash attack there. That's an interesting thing with how the shield pushing works in this game, is a lot of times you can like run into your opponent and do a move that pushes you forward. Ooh. Wow, the very tip edge of that 11 sword. 2-4, taken game 1. Yeah, with how the oh dang it. I'm gonna actually drop a highlight here. Make sure that I go back and record this later. I'll have to clip it rather than just doing a... Oh no, sorry, it's a marker. I'll put a marker there to make sure that I go back and clip that later, so that all these can be uploaded to YouTube. But yeah, it's an interesting thing about the shield push mechanics is there's lots of ways, especially if you're behind your opponent like that and they don't have access to shield grab, you can just kind of run at them. And it's pretty tricky for them to get around it. 11 sword item and the books get nerfed a lot from Smash 4, they feel weaker. I don't think so. They're still really strong. Like, they will still definitely kill you. They did get nerfed? Oh, okay, interesting. As someone who does not play Robin, it's good to hear those things. Good to hear. There's a lot of, like, there can be a lot of placebo coming from games. Coming from changes. There's... Move. 4 is up game. Or sorry, no, upside down is up game.
2, 1, go!
4? So thunders and projectiles going back and forth. Proper now. Please do let me know if there's any issues on the layout. Basically ever. Oh, they were stupid strong. Gotcha. Funny story, as an aside, one of the funniest things that's happened to me playing Smash 4. So I was playing against this Robin player, and I hit them off stage, and I didn't actually know that they ran out of up B. They were just completely out of it. But they did have the book for up B in their hand, and they looked super, super far off stage. They couldn't actually reach the ledge. Something that I didn't actually know. And I went off stage to try and edgeguard them, and we were playing on a Omega that had a flat wall side. Is it 2-1-4s? Thank you, thank you. So there's a Robin off stage, and they have a book in their hand, and I jump off stage to try and edgeguard them because, you know, they don't have a hitbox on the way up. And they jump and throw the book, and the book misses, and I jump and my forward air misses, and the book bounces off the wall and then hits me from the back and then kills me at like 70%. And that was the last game of the set. And like afterwards they were like, yeah, one of the people playing was like, yeah, he was out of a beat, by the way. Like, you didn't have to go out stage. He would have killed you. It was one of the most shenanigans moments I've ever experienced. 2-1-4, doing pretty good this game. Bit of a lead, 40% basically. He could die at any point in time here if he gets something especially hard. Robin is a strong character. Side B into smash attack could definitely end this stock, but he's going to be playing safe, going to be looking out for that. Respecting the space that Upside Down can be throwing side Bs. And yeah, it's going to be pretty hard as the Robin behind to try and get too much stuff started, because again, 2-1-4 has no obligation to just run into their projectiles and hitboxes. Good call there. Oh, there's a mix-up there whenever like the lead trapping is happening. Whether or not the Robin who's lead trapping is going to... So they throw one side B, and then it ends, and then, you know, you at the ledge still have invulnerability. But then if they throw a second side B, then it will, you know, your intangibility runs out, and then you'll get hit. So it's a mix-up there whether or not he's going to like throw one side B and then a second side B, or throw one side B and then just like try to cover the roll or try to cover the jump. As a tactician, whatever stuff like that happens, it was planted by the Robin. Yep, that's how it works. Good call out on the jump there from 2-4. Harassment with the neutral B, trying to find a way to end the stock is going to be really, really important. Because now Upside Down is definitely at the point where they can lose their stock too if they get hit by something heavy. B charge, or looking for the L Thunder hit off stage. Definitely kill at this percent. 11 there. Too far in center stage, especially on this stage. This stage is so humongous. Yeah, that's A lot of times, whenever you're recovering, like you can see even there, as a Robin player, as a player who understands that Robin side B is really strong ledge pressure, a lot of times you just start doing the get up animation before the side B animation is actually coming out, and you think you're fine. But the get up animation is actually a little bit slower than you might think. So the side B can come out and still clip you, and then you feel dumb because you just stood up into Robin Arcfire. Okay, nice run up shield. I don't think this will be a kill quite yet. Robin back throw not super strong. But that Levin there gonna cover all that platform and absolutely end that stock. 2-4 Sting with a very comfortable lead now. Oh, nice call there. Trying to get the backside of the Nosferatu too. Oh man, the side B. That covered so many things. Don't know if it would have been possible to get around that. Yeah, upside down, being a little impatient now, trying to jump a little too far into center stage whenever they're being juggled, whenever they're in disadvantage. And that's when it becomes really easy, especially if you're a character like Robin, to cover all of that. And wow, the snipe! The 360 no-scope bubble hit of L Thunder. That's gonna kill super early, even on a stage like Kalos. And great stuff from 214. Go up 2 games. I believe this is a